to our show today. We're going to make a Waldorf salad with apples and grapes, walnuts that have been toasted. The original Waldorf salad just had apples, grapes, and your toasted pecans and celery, and then a dressing. We're going to add some romaine lettuce. I'm going to cut this up in little strips. Now, I'm not really going to put it in the bowl. I'm going to use the basic ingredients in the bowl. I'm going to cut the lettuce up and put it in a separate bowl because I don't want dressing on it. I want some of this salad left over for tomorrow, maybe even the next day. And the lettuce with dressing is just going to get soggy, so I'm going to mix them just in the bowl that we eat. Okay, first of all, we're going to cut up some celery. Now, I've already cleaned this a little bit. Just take a little peeler and gets all that stringy stuff off. I pretty much have cleaned it. You can see that stringy stuff on the celery is what you want to get off. Leave the green leaves on. It's not going to hurt a thing. We'll cut our celery in half. And I've already washed the celery. If it's too thick, you can even cut those halves again. This is not real thick, but I like it, my celery in little pieces. Not cutting that very straight. And we'll cut this one. Little tiny piece on the end there. I'm going to cut off. It didn't look as good to me. Okay, we'll take this and cut it. I like it in small pieces. You cut it the way you and your family would like it. I just like it in little small pieces, so that's how I'm going to cut it. Here we'll put our celery in the bowl. This is a really simple, easy, and pretty healthy salad because our dressing, the old recipe would have used mayonnaise. And when I was growing up, when I first got married, that's how I made it. But nowadays, I make it with the yogurt and some other things mixed in there. With your celery, grapes, apples, and walnuts, it's a pretty healthy salad. Let's cut our apples. I've already washed these. We don't need to peel them. So I'll cut them in half. I'm going to go ahead and take the core out. And then we're going to cut them up. I like them in kind of matchsticks, kind of small. So that's how I'm going to do these. Okay, we're going to cut these in just little kind of matchsticks. I'm going to cut it this way and then cut it this way. Just kind of little thin slices. Or if you like them in chunks, you can do them in chunks. I just like them in smaller pieces. I like everything to be in smaller pieces. And leave the peeling on. The peeling has a lot of nutrition. These are organic apples, which is what I buy, and so I don't mind eating the peelings on them. We're going to do at least 2 medium apples, and I might go ahead and do 3. I like a lot of apple in it, so I'm okay with 3. Squeeze a tiny bit of lemon juice on there, or fresh fruit. Sometimes I use that, and that'll keep it from turning brown on you before you get the salad made. Fruit on here, just keep them from getting brown on me. Now I'm going to cut up 2 more apples. And I love baked grapes, you know, where you bake them and they get soft and they get real sweet. I thought about doing that, but I'm used to doing it this way, but I'm going to try that sometime. I think when you bake these and just bake them enough that they just get soft and just start to run some juice, or you can bake them 10 minutes or so maybe, and then put them in your salad. I think they'd be delicious. But we're going to do it the old way, like I've always done it. I cut my grapes in half, and if they're bigger grapes, I'm going to cut them in half again. Small, I'll just do halves. And I've got about a cup of grapes. We're adding walnuts today. You could have pecans, but you could do walnuts and pumpkin seeds. Would be delicious. And of course you want seedless grapes, obviously. You wouldn't want any seeds in there. Our grapes here, apples and celery. We're gonna cut up our toasted walnuts. I've got about a half a cup and I've already toasted them, let them cool. You do not want hot nuts to go into your cold salad. This is a cold salad. So you want to let these really cool before you use them. This is a beautiful, beautiful salad. It not only tastes delicious, but it's just really, really, it's just very healthy and very good for you. All the colors, the dark purple grapes, kind of reddish purple, and the green and the white and the brown nuts, just makes a real pretty dish. Now we're going to cut up our lettuce. I'm going to take this hard core out in the back. I'll just chop it out, because that doesn't make for very good eats. Take it out of each one, and we'll just cut these up in very small shreds. With these very small shreds, as fine as you can get it. Maybe you could just peel those off, I don't know. Now you can use romaine, or like I did, or you can use the hearts of romaine, either one. You just want these really cut up. There's too much coarse in there still. Kind of chiffonade them as low as you can, and just cut little shreds. And I have 4 leaves here, so if you want more, you can cut up more. But lettuce, after it's cut up, doesn't stay as well as when it's left whole. So I just left some of it whole, and I'm only cutting up the ones we're going to eat. Now, this lettuce will just go on a plate. We'll use just what we use to make our salad rolls. So there we are. We got all the fruits and nuts here, and celery, and then we've got our lettuce. I washed my lettuce leaves, and then I used my salad spinner to get it really, really dry, and then I let it sit for a while. You don't want wet lettuce to make your salad, because wet lettuce will not, the dressing will not cling to it. It'll just kind of be a soggy mess. So you want this dry. So you could even let it sit here 10 minutes or so while you make your dressing, and it should be fine. But this is pretty dry. I'm going to toss this salad, the apples and celery and nuts. Just toss everything up. And then we're going to make a dressing with our yogurt and a few other ingredients. And we'll pour that on the apples and celery and this mixture. And then I'll put some dressing on what we use to eat. I'm going to use these plates here. So we'll put our lettuce on that, put a little dressing, mix it in. I just don't want it on all of it, because if we don't eat all the lettuce, I don't really want it soggy tomorrow. You can squeeze just a tiny bit of lemon juice on that, especially with the apples in there. Good for them. And again, mix it up. When it mixed well, you don't want to make hash out of it. You have to be careful. But this is such a beautiful salad. These colors are just amazing, and it's just very, very, very healthy. It's a good salad. Now for a dressing, I've got about maybe a 1/4 to 1/3 cup of low fat, no fat actually, Greek yogurt. I'm going to add just a tiny bit of mustard. I've got a spicy mustard here, but you can use whatever you have. A couple of tablespoons of olive oil. Now, I don't think I said any mustard. I wouldn't use that plain yellow mustard. I don't think that would be so good. We're going to put a squeezed lemon in here. A bit hefty squeeze. Get a little lemon taste. We're going to put a pinch of salt. And you could put a pinch of salt on your apples and fruit too. If you do want things seasoned, let me mix that a little more. Not too much salt though. I mean, I just did a small pinch. Then we're going to grate in some nutmeg. I buy these whole nutmegs. I just keep them in the freezer. Take them out when I need them. I just want a little bit of nutmeg. We don't want too much. That's enough. Just mix this up. This is a very healthy dressing. You can put a little bit of honey in it, at least for a little bit of sweetness. And it's just a really good, this dressing is good on lots of things, lots of salads. It's a good one to make. Just use a clean spoon and get about a teaspoon of honey out. You can taste it, adjust it, make it however you want to make it. As you should. You should always taste and adjust for you and your family's taste. But you're going to love this salad with taste. Well, now that I have an aftertaste, I'm going to say just a touch more honey, and I'm talking a touch. Now stir that up really well and taste it again. Now we'll taste it. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to fix our salads here. Some lettuce. So I have more lettuce than we're going to eat tonight, looks like. A little bit more, not too much. I'll just put that in a Ziploc bag and keep it till tomorrow when we eat more. Now we're going to mix a little bit of dressing on the lettuce, because with a salad you want everything to be dressed well. The fruits, the nuts, the greens. I'll tell you the easiest way to do this is with your hands. Just have clean hands and mix it up. And we're going to put our nuts and fruit on top, and then we'll put just a little more. Well, actually, I'm going to put some dressing on this and mix it up good. I think we have enough dressing for all of this. Now you can put a little bit of dill in this if you wanted to, dill seed. I generally like it just like this, but you can add some herbs in there if you wanted to. Some parsley would be good, fresh chopped parsley. This again needs to be well mixed. Go back to my spoons. That's about the right amount of dressing for this amount of fruit and nuts. I have made this salad with grapes instead of grapes, raisins instead of grapes. You can also do that, but the grapes give it a good sweetness. Raisins will give it some too, though. I guess you could use both, or you could use some cranberries maybe. Just kind of what you have on hand. You can make a really good salad. This is a wonderful meal. That's what we're going to have tonight. And I do have some cooked chicken. I'm going to get a piece of it out, because this is going to be a meal. I'm going to put a little bit of chicken right on the top of it. It's not really a chicken salad. It's not going to be all mixed in there with it. But it's make it a little protein, more of a complete meal. You can put as much topping, apples and nuts, as you like. We like a lot, so we're going to eat a lot. I won't have a lot of this left over for tomorrow, because we're going to probably eat most of it tonight. And right there's your meal. You don't have to have the chicken. Just mix that up a little bit. Your hands are good mixers, so once they're clean, they're good. I like it kind of all mixed together a little bit better. But you could just leave it on the bottom if you wanted to. And there's your salad. It is healthy, delicious, and nutritious, just like it is. This right here would be good. This would be good like a classic Waldorf salad, like they made originally in the Waldorf Hotel in New York. Would have been just these ingredients right here. And they served it on a little bit of lettuce. Or maybe sometimes they didn't. But you could do it easy. The other night, I roasted a chicken with oil and butter and herbs and salt and pepper. And this little piece is still left. I was going to make a sandwich, but I'm going to chop some of it on top of my salad, just for a little extra protein. And that's going to be really good. This is very flavorful chicken. I'll have to make it for you one day. It's very good. I buy pasture-raised chickens, so we like those the best. I get them from a lady and a husband and wife that has a small farm, and they raise them. So we know they're clean, and the meat just tastes better. They get to eat real grass. As chicken should. All right, there we go. Isn't that gorgeous? Yum, yum, yum. This looks so good. Mmm. I love the crunch of the celery, the crunch of the nuts, the sweetness of the grapes, a little bite of chicken every now and then, and the wonderful lettuce. It's perfect. It's just perfect.